Yo, we talking about groceries on FBA. Yo, easy. Yeah. J to the O, the Mayos. Groceries on FBA. What you know about that? Step your game up, suck it.
Okay, we're going to get going. And so we covered last week how to use Craigslist, how to find your, how to find couponers, how to find, how to contact them, you know, get in contact with them, what to say now. Now you have your couponer. We're joined by Nicole tonight, who I've been buying from. She's you know, what you call an extreme couponer. She does it full time, you know, and sells on the weekends. She posts. She sells to us, of course. We basically get first choice at anything we want to buy, and she does a lot of other things. She puts together packages that she sells to her friends on her personal Facebook page. You know, things that we're usually not interested in. You know, aerosol cans and you know, a lot of paper goods that just doesn't make sense to send to Amazon. Napkins, paper towels, toilet paper, things like that. So, you know, a lot of people make this harder than it really has to be, and from our end, we basically will buy what we'll buy like we're shopping anywhere else. You know, if we're shopping at Walmart, we're going to go and we're going to scan anything we're interested in, and we're going to, you know, we're going to check the price. So couponers usually don't have a price, you know, printed on every item. A lot of them will have the items categorized by what they like. You know, the dollar items here, you know, and they're going to have shelves. So usually, most of them, you know, some people just have stuff sitting on the floor, but a lot of them have shelves like you've seen on the TV shows, you know, the Walmart storage shelves. And, you know, they have their stuff organized by style, so people can come there and basically just shop. So if we see an item we're interested in, I'm going to scan it like I would if I was at Walmart with my scanner, and then I'm going to ask the price. You know, I always do it in order. So I scan the item, then I'm going to ask the price, I'm going to check the price, and either it's going to be something I'm willing to pay or it's not. If it's not something I'm willing to pay, I'm going to tell them what I am willing to pay. You know, but some couponers have no interest in you know, negotiating on price, which is fine. Either they want to sell it or they don't. You know, and you're going to run into all kinds of couponers. So, you know, some who's willing to negotiate on price, some who's not, some who want to sell in bulk, and some who don't. So, you know, the ones who are willing to negotiate, of course, and the ones who want to sell their products to us, you know, are going to make a lot of money. And the ones who don't are going to continue to spend every waking moment selling, you know, and dealing with hundreds of customers. And, you know, if I can make, you know, just a little bit less money, you know, and sell everything to one person or half of what I have to one person, you know, if you found somebody who would buy half of your stock that you have listed on Amazon, you know, all at one time, if you gave them a 10% discount, you know, I think every one of us would be willing to do that. You know, some couponers just don't, you know, understand the big picture, or they don't know what's going on. So, you know, Nicole's been doing this quite a long time. She was selling in a flea market. She doesn't do that anymore. I met her through another couponer I was buying, who was also selling in a flea market. And, you know, we've been working together for at least 2 years now. So, basically when you approach them, you're going to, hopefully they'll have their stuff laid out. If you meet them on Craigslist, you're going to, ask if you can meet. And like I tell them everything that I told you to tell them last week, which is, I sell online. I buy in bulk, and if it's something I can use, I'm going to buy every one of them. What you don't tell them on the phone or over email is probably that, if it costs too much, you're going to have to sell it to me for less, but once you get there, almost all of them are going to negotiate. I have dealt with a few who, just didn't want to sell to me for one reason or another, but I don't know why they would want to sit outside and have a yard sale, every day that they're not working on buying stuff, because nobody wants to work 7 days a week. I would think that you'd want a coupon so you have, more time and not less time. So if you take the part where they can do what they want, which is go coupon and spend time with their family and have the rest of their time free, then, most couponers aren't, in the business of selling stuff. They like to coupon, they want a coupon, they want to cut their coupons and do whatever they do, trade with their friends and buy. But, the selling part isn't the best. And, the one thing you need to realize is that every couponer does not want to sell their stuff. There's a lot of purist type couponers who think that it's wrong to sell things that they get by couponing. So you have to remember every person you see that might be out couponing or buying in bulk, or the pictures that I've posted in the Facebook groups, may not be somebody that's open to selling to you, because, and especially in the Facebook groups, I've been in a lot of Facebook groups where they don't want, they're not going to sell to you. If anybody asks to buy things, they quickly get kicked out. So, you need to keep all these things in mind, but hopefully the ways that we've talked about finding couponers is going to keep you away from those type of people. And, if it's somebody that acts like that, you're not going to change their mind into selling to you. You're not going to change their mind to do anything. Don't waste your time on those kind of people. Spend your time finding the people who do want to sell to you. And that's, everything I hope that we covered last week. I know a lot of you have started doing it already, so I'm pretty sure that we covered most of that. So, with all that out of the way, let's get into it. Welcome, Nicole. And I think the biggest question is why really would you, which I think I covered some of it, but, why would you want to sell to somebody who's a reseller instead of, getting every last penny that you could by selling to, people at a flea market or having a yard sale or however it is that you were selling it before?
It's easier to sell to a reseller only because, one, I can go and get more product. Two, when you have a family, you definitely cannot do things with them if you're having to sit down for a stockpile sale. Another reason why I like to sell to resellers is because they know exactly what they want. If they see something they want, 9 times out of 10, they're going to take everything, which is so much easier than me having to take it back home, take it upstairs, repack it again to take it back out. Another reason why it's easier to sell to a reseller is because then you start to build a rapport with them, and then they'll let you know what else they could possibly use that you may have in your stockpile that you didn't even think that they would be able to use, which is a lot easier than me just bringing it out periodically. So.
Right, and that brings up a good point that I don't know if I've really covered in this series yet, and that is, that I get text messages or Facebook messages almost every day from couponers who, who I've built a relationship with, and before they even spend any money or waste any time buying products, they can let me know what they can buy. I get text messages with just pictures of a barcode now or the name of a product asking me if I can use it. So they don't have to spend any time or money going to dozens of stores to buy something. They're already going to know that they have it sold. And when you can do that, then you're really doing something, because then the couponers don't have to put the effort into buying something that they don't know how they're ever going to sell it. And the kind of things that we want, a lot of regular people may not want, which is harder to find type items, which are, items that couponers get are oftentimes things that may not be very popular. The popular items that are flying off the shelf, there's no reason for a manufacturer to put out coupons for if they're selling well. Slow selling items, new products especially, all these things are the things people put out coupons for. You're not going to find coupons very often that are hot selling items, because everybody's already buying them. Coupons are to give people an incentive to go and buy a product or try something new. So, when you let your couponer know, let me know before you ever buy. If you don't know if you can sell it, let me know. Send me a message, take a picture, send me the barcode, or just take a picture of the barcode, and I can immediately let you know before you start buying those products if I can use it or not, and how many I can use. If I can only use 10, or I'll buy every one you get for a certain price. So about how much time a week do you spend couponing?
Between 40 and 60 hours a week.
Okay, so that really leads you into the next question. I think a lot of people think, well, I can go couponing, but and sell the stuff on Amazon. But if you're really trying to build a full-time Amazon business to make hundreds of thousands a month, or millions, or whatever your goal is, if your goal is anything more than to make a couple hundred extra dollars or a couple thousand extra dollars a month, then doing the couponing and selling on Amazon isn't going to work. And so the next real question is, why wouldn't you want to sell on Amazon? And I would think that would answer the question. If you're already working up to 60 hours a week just to find the stuff, then you probably don't want to take all that stuff and worry about having to try and sell it again.
Not at all. It's too much work. Couponing, it is a full-time job. You're running in and out of the stores, the cars, getting papers, breaking down papers, hundreds of papers a week. So it's really tough to squeeze in trying to ship stuff to Amazon and all of that stuff. So it's just easier to just get rid of it.
Okay, great. So can you take us through, the process, what you would do over the course of a week for couponing, from, finding the coupons, and can you sell, you usually don't use the same coupons you find, like you're not going to get coupons in Sunday's paper and use them this week, right?
Right. That is rare. No, it's rare. Typically, I get papers on Sundays. Sometimes you may find somebody that will have them sooner than Sundays. But for me, I get papers from Orlando and I get papers from Miami. I'm in Tampa. So I have to first pay for my papers. Tampa papers, typically I get about 100 to 150 papers a week. And from there, I have to break those down in addition to breaking down the Miami papers and the Orlando papers, and then start looking for my deals. When I look for my deals, I get all of the ads. I use websites, Instagram, Facebook, all types of sources to find deals. And then I have to.
When you say, sorry to interrupt, but I don't want to get too far ahead. When you say break down the papers, what does that involve?
It's basically the comic section of the paper. So in the comics, you'll have your sales papers, you'll have the parade, and you'll have your coupons. So basically what I do is I go through, I throw away all of the sales ads except for one set, so I can have one set for me to look at. And then I pull out my coupon inserts to my smart sources for Tampa. If it's Orlando, typically when I get Orlando, it's just for the Red Plum. So my Red Plum and my smart source for Orlando, and then Miami, I'll pull out my Smart Source, Red Plum, P&G, because they get everything, because Orlando isn't getting some of the coupons as well. And just breaking down papers can take anywhere from 2 to 3 hours, depending on what you're looking for, because some of the coupons are in the parade section. A lot of people don't know that, so you have to go through the parade, flip through, find the coupon, rip the page, and then go ahead and cut it.
Right. So there's a ton of work just finding, just getting the coupons ready, and you don't even know that you're going to be able to use those coupons.
Right.
So you have to wait for, sometimes weeks for the for actual sales to come to match with those coupons.
Yes, and depending on the expiration date, it could expire before a sale actually starts, so I have to wait for another coupon to come out.
Right.
If they give me an extended expiration date to like the end of the year, then I have the whole year to wait for a sale, which you never know when that item is going to come up for sale.
Right. So do the you don't cut out all those coupons and just waiting. You're not going to cut the coupons until you're actually ready to use them.
Right. And you typically keep your inserts for 6 months. So every 6 months, then we go through and pick out all of the coupon inserts that are expired, all the coupons that expired, and we throw those out.
So you have 26 sets of 100 sets of papers lying around then all the time.
2 weeks a year, we don't get papers at all. But other than that, it's about 25 sets, 25 weeks of inserts with 150 plus papers a week.
Right. So, okay. So once you get your papers ready, then the ads don't start until what, the following Tuesday?
For Winn-Dixie, the sale starts on Wednesday. For Publix, sale starts on Thursdays, and like Aldi, Target, Walmart, those start on Sunday to Saturday. So like a Saturday for us to sit and sell our stuff is hard because that's the last day of the sale, and you want to get all of your sales, all of your deals done from CVS, Walgreens, and all of that.
Right. So, it's not just one day of the week that you can sit down and figure out what coupons you're going to be able to use and pull them. So,
right.
Every day you're having new ads that come out. And of course, you can't find out what's going on in the ads. Sometimes online, they'll have the ads maybe a day or two early, to match up. But you still have, a ton of stuff to monitor.
Right. And plus the prices are different for, I'll say like Georgia have a different price for their item, and they may give you a breakdown for a Georgia price, and ours may be higher. So we have to take that into consideration as well.
Right. And since you're in Florida, there's a lot of laws against couponing here where, our, I guess the people watching may be able to get better deals. So you really have to watch that because you can't do double or triple couponing, and coupons have dollar limits in Florida, and I'm sure there's other states that have it as well. So, what you see online may not, if you're in Florida or some state that has limitations, the deals you see online may not be as good of a deal here. Right,
because they double other places except for here.
Right.
So it's a really big
There are a few states that do that have limited that, but Florida, I think, is the strictest on the rules. So, for us, it's the hardest. So, if you're doing it, and, we obviously have other people that are doing couponing, then, whatever state you're in, you're going to be able to find probably more than we can. And I've found many, around Tampa and Orlando. So, if I can find them, you can find them, and yours are probably getting better deals than we are. So once you find that, you find your deals, you put them together, and then you have to go to the stores. And I know here they have a lot of, discounts, if you spend whatever, $20, you know, you're going to get $5 off or things like that. So that's basically how you're getting your deals, right? So you have to match a manufacturer's coupon in the newspaper to a sale, and then put all those together with some kind of a store discount, $5 or $10 off when you're spending however much, to be able to get the deals that you do.
Right. And look for other publications that may offer store coupons, such as like a Whole Foods 15 off 75 that may only come in a publication that you'll find in a doctor's office.
Right.
And not everywhere has that publication. So you're riding trying to find some, or you're trying to find someone that you can get them from.
Right. So, but the point of all of that is that, you know, we can't do what you could probably do, and that's, you know, you can't do what we could do, because, you know, if we go to a store and we're sourcing, you know, we might spend $500 or $1,000 at a store, but you're never going to do that with couponing. And like you see on the extreme couponing shows, that doesn't happen, because you have to do it in small batches. You know, you're spending $20 or $50 at a time to get that coupon, to get the most out of that coupon. And then you have another order, and they might let you do maybe 2 at a time, but they're not going to let you do 10 orders with coupons and $10 or $15 off, you know, of each one of those separate ones. So you're doing a couple at a store, and then you have to go to, you know, if you're doing it at Publix, you have to go to another Publix to get that same deal over and over. So you might be buying, you know, 5 or 10 items in each order, as opposed to us that, you know, would fill up 4 shopping carts at a grocery store. So, you know, you can't just go online and buy 1,000 of a coupon for a store, you know, and use them. I mean, we'd have a hard time using, you know, 100 of a coupon before they would expire, you know, on some of the products we were buying. And you have store limitations. You know, you can't buy 100 boxes of creamer or coffee or whatever it is at one store. You know, especially with it on sale, it's not just people buying for resale. You know, it's other couponers who are just buying them to have them sit on their shelf till they expire, I guess. You know, so, and when the sale starts, they're all out there looking for the same stuff. So, you know, there's a lot of stuff that runs out. Did I cover that? I mean, is that about right?
Yes. Most couponers start at 7 a.m. I know typically on a Thursday for Publix, I'm at the house normally by 6:30, no later than 6:45 to hit the first store at 7 a.m. and I don't stop until 8 or 9 o'clock at night.
Okay, so what is the next step after that? So you go out, you go to do your shopping, and then you have to bring it home and source it. Sort it, and then, you know, it's time to find someone to sell it to.
Right.
So as you can see with all of that, you know, it might not be the best idea to be doing it yourself. I know, you know, we did a little bit of couponing, which was, you know, ordering coupons online, and then when we'd find, you know, stuff we were already selling. And, you know, that's a lot of work in itself. If you try to do all of this, you know, along with that, it's a lot easier to just find a couponer that you can do it with, and, you know, let them do the work. They'll make a little money, you make a little money, and, you know, I hope everything is happy. So let's go back to what to pay a couponer. So how do you decide what you know, you're willing to accept from you know, from a product? Is it based on what you pay? Is it based on what you know, the retail price is? Because to me and most Amazon sellers, the retail price really doesn't matter. You know, if something's hard to find, if it's selling for $50 on Amazon, you know, I have no problem. You know, if I'm going to make 50 to 100% return on my money, I don't care what it is. You know, I'll go to 10 stores and pay full retail price. You know, but there's a lot of items. The majority of items in any store aren't worth us buying. So we wouldn't buy them. But if we can get them from a couponer for less than retail price, then it makes it worthwhile. And oftentimes you can buy more than you can find in a store at a couponer because you've already gone to 20 stores and bought, all you could from there.
So for me, the way I determine the price is, one is basically what I would like to pay if I was buying it secondhand from someone not in the grocery store. If it's something that I've gotten for completely free, I just want to get rid of it. I don't care what someone offers me. You can take it. I don't want to hold it, let it expire, anything like that. If it's something like laundry detergent, which is a hot commodity, depending on the name, that's how I determine the price. Like a bottle of Tide, I don't think should be more than $4 for 24 to 32 loads. I feel like that's a good price for Tide. For anything that I feel like that is not considered name brand, which for me, I don't feel like Purex is a name brand, I would sell that for like $1.50, $2. So it's just basically how I feel the prices should be. If it's something I got for free, like I said, I basically try to get rid of it and give it away because I didn't pay anything for it. So I don't feel like nobody else should have to pay for it because I can make up the money on something else.
Right. And when you sell that stuff, you're going to have more money to go buy more stuff.
Right.
I think it's a big thing for couponers. And, what we need to, some of them may need a little help, to be pushed over the edge to sell to you. Maybe they want to sell, but, you need to explain to them, help them understand, not say, hey, you're a dummy for not buying from me. But if you help them understand that if they can sell their 100 bags of Beggin' Strips to you, for $2 instead of $2.50, they can take that money and they don't have to sit on it. They don't have to store it. And you have a lot more stuff you can buy. They can buy more stuff and they can sell it to you and they can do it again and, make a ton of money. And while we're talking about Beggin' Strips, let's just use that as an example. Let's say, what do you usually pay for Beggin' Strips when you buy them?
Beggin' Strips, I try to wait until they're free. But typically, the most I'll pay for a bag of Beggin' Strips is $1.50, and that's max.
Okay. So
because when I try to get rid of them, I would try to sell them at least 3 for $5 so I can get them and go. But typically, I get them for free, so 3 for $5 is nothing.
Right. So what would you usually sell those to me for?
I would sell those to you definitely for 3 for $5.
Okay, so that's about $1.20, $1.20 a piece. So I just looked up. There's a ton of Beggin' Strips, but I'm going to share my screen and we'll just use this as an example. Beggin' Strips are really a good seller. If you guys have any questions or anything you want us to talk about, just post it in the chat or click on that Q&A button at the bottom, and we'll definitely go over it. So I just pulled up these Beggin' Littles. They're selling on Amazon for, there's one seller at $7.42. So you get a net profit of $3.25. So you're almost doubling your money. Paying whatever it was, $1.20, and the rank's 1,442. So as you can see, they're selling like crazy. So there's a few sellers here in this range. So that's about what you're going to be able to get out of them. But if we look at Beggin' Strips, there's a lot of them. We sell some in multi-packs. It's a 6 ounce that you usually get, right?
Yes.
So you can see there's a lot of different ones. There's, that's a 40 ounce. There's this one that is, I think the original, the bacon flavor is the most common one. And as you can see, they're selling for $4.50, but at a much higher rank. So every every variety of every product you get from a couponer is not going to be worth selling. But we buy a lot of shampoos, conditioners, hair cares. Baby wipes are great. We pay from, I think, about $1.50 to $2, for the name brand baby wipes. Not sure what they're going for now, but I mean, we usually double our money or come close to it. And, the couponer is going to usually double their money or close to that as well. We have bought some of the big packs, but usually couponers are going to buy the smallest package possible, because, a coupon is oftentimes going to be for, any size of a product. So they want the smallest size because it's the cheapest. You don't want to save 50 cents off of, $6. You want to save 50 cents off of $2. So Amazon's selling on this one. It's like diapers. There's probably at least 100 different varieties of Huggies baby wipes, just like the Huggies diapers. So like I said, they don't usually get the big packages. They usually get the individual packages that have something like 54, I believe. These have 64. This one's a 72 count. This is like the Simply Clean ones. And the prices go up and down when, almost all coupons come in cycles. So, every few months, the same things are going to sell. This one, as you can see, the retail is only $2.99. They're selling for double that, and you still only make 49 cents, and it's over £1 to ship. So, not every variety is going to be a good seller, but let's talk about the most common things that you're buying and selling. So, wipes, shampoo, conditioners, hair care type stuff. What else? You said detergent.
Clorox wipes, Febreze. Also, lately I've been doing the Aveeno bars. Those are really good.
We sell a ton of Aveeno bars, 6-packs, 8-packs, some multi-packs. That is a great one. And usually sell those for, what, 75 cents, $1?
$1. Aveeno bars, Neutrogena bars, noodles, paper towels, tissue, styrofoam plates. Just anything, popcorn.
What about like grocery items?
For grocery items, the best seller for me are the noodles. Any type of spaghetti, like spaghetti noodles. Food-wise, I try to do meats, but that doesn't really go too well. Sometimes it just depends. If it's the summer, the Nathan hot dogs will do really good. Ham steaks, also not noodles, ice cream and stuff like that as far as food.
Right. So, I mean, that's not stuff people could sell on Amazon, but I know we've bought a lot of like sauces in the past, like marinades.
Those sell really good.
Yeah, marinades, barbecue sauces, things like that. These are the Aveeno bars that we were talking about. They're being sold by Amazon themselves for $19.13. If you match that, you more than double your money. I know they're not on a few of them. And I think there's, 3 different varieties that you usually get?
Yes.
There's these, there's the natural. Here's a pack of 8 ranked 6,000. So it will cost $8. Amazon's selling it for $24. You double your money on these as well. at $16. But the rank 6,000, and you know, we're not afraid to compete with Amazon. You know, I would say you shouldn't be either. The single, which we would sell quite a few of, but it looks like the rank is quite high now. The 24-pack in business at 35,000. The business and industrial, that's not a great rank. There's 5-pack, 2-pack. So here's a 4-count, ranked 89,000. You've got a 6-pack. You've got an 8-pack. 2 different 8-packs. So these are a 4-pack selling for $20. You get $12. So you're going to pay $4. And it is ranked 90,000, so it's not going to sell as quick as the other ones. But, you know, you're over tripling your money on those. And it's less than £1 to ship. And usually see these, and these are all the ones that we went through. And the noodles you're talking about are usually the yakisobas, right, in the big tray. If that comes up. So, you know, a lot of the things you might not give a second look at, you know, in a store. You know, couponers get these, you know, uncommon items that, you know, really make a ton of money because, you know, when we buy them, you know, you don't get, you know, 10 bars, you get, you know, 100 of them or more. And let's see, these are the noodles. The chicken is probably the most common. Teriyaki pack of 8. This is how they come in the store. If you've ever seen these in the store, there's so $5.30. I've paid as little from couponers as 20 cents a piece for these. Usually these are closer to about 20 bucks. What do you usually sell these for? About 50 cents?
40.
So you're selling them for 40 cents.
Mm-hmm.
That means they would cost $3.20. You'd almost double your money. So $3.20, about 3 pounds shipping. So you'd only make about $1.30 on this. Probably not worth the trouble. On this variety, but you know, like the diapers and wipes are, you know, there's a ton of different varieties. You know, and as you can see, they're all ranked pretty well, and this is the same way. So, you know, the most important thing is to treat this like a, you know, shopping at a store. Buying from a couponer is like, you know, is just like shopping at Walmart. Once you've created your relationship with them. Cheddar. These are $15. So, you know, if you're paying 40 cents, you know, expect to pay about, you're about $4 into them. So this one, you're going to make $3 on the set to send it in. At, you know, along with paying about 30 cents a pound shipping. You know, and once you start dealing with couponers, they're going to get the same thing. You know, every month or every few months, you know, all these same deals are going to come around. You know, those that soap I buy from somebody at least every week. You know, almost every one of them always has the soap. The noodles don't come around as often, but when they do, you know, we filled up the back of our truck many times. You know, with just these, they're quite big. You know, they're probably at least a foot long because they're stacked, you know, top to bottom, and they're already in these boxes. Hopefully, you know, they can get them for you sealed. If not, still in the box, and if not that, you know, we'll poly bag them. So let's share. Okay, so we're already an hour into this. So Nicole only gave us an hour, so if you have any questions, anything else you want us to cover, I'd be happy to. No, you cannot contact her. But hopefully you can learn some things from her to help you negotiate with the ones that you do find. We did a 5-minute search on Craigslist on the first webinar, and we were able to find at least 20 couponers looking to sell their stuff. So if you should be posting in your area, you should be posting and asking for couponers. Several of you have already done that. Have found people and already made deals and already have stuff on your way to Amazon. So if you're not actually starting that journey yet, then you're missing out, because some of you already have. And we can post it here. It is in the couponing course page that we've emailed several times through Gumroad. I'll post it again.
I'll get it right now.
Yeah, I got it already. So you'll see all of that. You'll see the sample pages. If you haven't been there, I sent you a couple emails. You guys a couple emails out today about it. We have a good site that we use for couponing. Go to Coupon Flea Market if you're looking for a specific coupon. You can buy inserts. We've got a page there that we've been buying from for a couple years, the couponclippers.com. And they are located here somewhere in Florida, and they sell whole inserts. They sell all the coupons individually. We will have on the same page the replay. Should be up within 48 hours. The ads we've used on Craigslist. We show you how to hire people to search on Craigslist for you, creating alerts with IFTTT, how to hire somebody on Upwork. It's all on that same page, as well as a replay we did earlier in the year and a replay of the first webinar if you didn't see that, and some sample ads to post. I'm doing books, looking for cosmetics, couponers, all that kind of stuff. And if you have something specific you're looking for on Craigslist, let me know. We've made hundreds of Craigslist ads, and we've done very well with many of them. So if there's a certain kind of ad you want to craft and you don't know exactly what to do or where to post it or still how to post it, let us know and we'll help you write something. We'll put something together for you. But buying textbooks does really good. We found a lot of businesses going out of, that have already gone bankrupt. They have all their stuff sitting in a storage unit somewhere, for years or months, or they're ready to close. And, they've contacted us through our ads, and we bought a ton of stuff that way. And of course, couponers, because, it's like the gift that keeps on giving, because they're continuing to buy, not just stuff that, books you're going to buy from them one time, businesses that have gone under. Once you buy the stuff, they're not going to get any more. But couponers are continuing to buy every week, and they're a great source. It's like hiring an employee to go source for you without having, to pay them up front. They're going to find the stuff and they're going to sell it to you cheaper than you can go and buy it in a store. So, it's a great resource, and I hope you pursue that. And if you need any help moving forward, or don't understand something that we've covered, please let me know, or contact Valerie, and she will get you whatever you need, and or contact me. And that's about it. We do have a mastermind group. You can find out about that at mastermind.seanmayo.com. If you're not a member, we help you source. We do weekly videos just like this, webinars, training on every facet of your Amazon business. And, we have well over 100 training videos already. We do weekly group coaching and everything involved with that. And we have we supply you with over 200 leads of stuff you can go and buy online right now, sent to your email 5 days a week. So that's great. Jonathan says he followed our advice from Monday's webinar. His FBA sales have already shot up. I haven't spoken to you, but I talked to several other people who are already putting all of what we talked about in place. So that's great. Please don't hesitate to contact me. That page is going to stay up, so you can access that anytime you want. And let us know if we can help you with anything else. This is just not, you know, it doesn't end here. Please use this to help grow your business. And if you hit any stumbling blocks or you're out at a couponer, you know, send me a message. We'll help you. If you don't know if you should buy something, you know, take a picture of the barcode, send it to me, and I will. I'll tell you what I think about it. You know, we try to stay available for everybody as much as we can. So thanks a lot, and good night.